38 and 35 minutes. I'm looking at some similarities here. The only difference is LGD, they played a Meepo in game number 1.
Prepare
And they
for
had
battle.
Enigma
Oh yeah,
Troll in
that's the
game 2.
game we didn't cover, I think, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the game we didn't watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the B stream. We had the Aster Team Bright reverse sweep going on then. 18 minutes GG out.
Yeah.
This one is
yeah.
going to be a little bit different here. LGD, though, the last qualifier, they went all the
Setsu.
way to the lower bracket finals. Sorry, the upper bracket finals and the lower bracket finals. Lost both of them. So this is where LGD is looking for redemption.
By the way, I love that he straight up starts denying the wave. He did stop it though.
We're going to be
Interesting.
fighting at least here. Let's see, Outsider already has his battery assault, blood grenade onto 2. Nice stun from
Nice.
PYW. You have the Centaur coming in from the side.
30
Maybe
seconds
they
to
can lock down this Timber Saw for a kill. Just a couple more hits and Neil will fall. Go along. We'll take first blood.
And that's a pretty big first blood, you know, you give it to Zeus. Like, we discussed this, I believe, in one of the previous games. Sometimes on some heroes you get this first blood and it feels a shame to buy a bottle, you know? You just don't need it this early on, it just feels bad. But not on Zeus, I feel like he is definitely a hero that it's gonna feel good getting it on, you know, straight up.
They're trying to retaliate at least here with a nice 2-man stun from PYW, but just lacking the damage here to jump on these 3 double strength heroes now making their long run towards the top lane. Doesn't look like they're going to be teleporting at all, so Shiro should be able to get the first range creep.
They're waiting for them on the high ground.
Yeah, they're
instead.
waiting actually, yeah.
But you know, these two, they don't really have any disables. Usually with Venge you start with Wave of Terror, so you don't have that stun in the lane. It's gonna be an interesting one on top. I feel like there is some kill potential on both sides. Same on bottom. I feel like these side lanes actually might give us a lot of fun in the series.
There's a lot of potential for some early kills here. YW struggling in the bot lane a little bit.
Why you smile messed up a bit. He pulled the wave with Wave of Terror, so he's gonna make.
That's not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Losing complete control of this lane, making it not hard for Shiro, but making it easier for the Centaur.
Yeah. I mean, as Centaur, the first wave. Oh, and the range creep goes away, man. This game hates Shiro right now. Look at that. It goes to Venge. Like now, basically you can't deny anymore. And the I'm done. This game is
Okay,
over.
wow, that is some mental damage being dealt here, you know. Yeah, first you pull out the wave. You have the wave following you around, and that little range creep following why you smile as well as like, yeah, okay, that making things worse. And now the courier sniper from the Phoenix, like.
And now he pulled the melee creep under the tower. Like, come on, bro. There's some things are happening to him. Yeah.
That's a lot of things happening in the first minute of laning stage, which doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure even how it.
Huge chain reaction.
Yeah, it's just like a chain reaction of whoops, 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 you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you make one mistake, you're still fine, but when you make like 3 of those small things happen inside a half a minute time span, that can get to you.
Like, to give Devil his due, do you think that maybe he did it on purpose? Because there's Fire Spirit's Phoenix making Weaver's last hitting a bit harder, so if he pulls away from the Phoenix, but Phoenix just followed, never mind, that makes. I tried to justify it, but it makes.
I'm just double checking if you can
sense.
actually hear me here because.
I hear you.
Okay, great. Because my feed is running fine, but I have 60 packet loss right now on my screen.
Nah, you're fine, bro. We all hear your beautiful voice.
So then it's just my Dota bugging out as hell. But I mean, we've got this nice feed as well to watch, so might have to focus on that more.
Yeah, mid lane. There's a bit of dive happening by the Zeus. he had that bottle right advantage, so he's definitely making this change on mid lane look a bit bad. Like 19 last hits versus 10 on Setsu. No, not great. I mean, that it kind of happens when you get first blood. As a mid laner, you can ball out of control, at least in the next couple of waves. Setsu can come back with some nice rotations, definitely.
Yep. Yeah, this CS is kind of rough, but at least, you know, maybe Setsu still has the tiny shakes, like, oh, I got invited to LGD, I'm their new mid player now, and the reality kind of sinking in.
That can happen. Like some
that can easily actually happen.
Some performance anxiety, you know, it happens to the best of us, sure. Easily happens. Right? Right, Panda?
Yep, right. I'm just trying to make sense out of my my own Dota feed right now with this 60 packet loss, but
60 packet loss is insanely bad.
It's a slideshow. It's a slideshow. It's probably even worse than that because this Clockwork hasn't died yet, but now he finally is. So PYW getting LGD on the board with this kill.
Yeah.
Just a support kill, but it basically is a bit of a warning sign coming out of this bottom lane, the kill potential that they have with these heroes. And oh, the top lane as well. Venge is having a bit of issues here. And yeah, the day is not getting easier for YU Smile. So that's also the Venge going down.
You know, this bot lane for Clock and top lane for Venge. I would say it's easier for Venge top than it is for Clock bottom. Because as Clock bottom, you kind of want to get close. Oh, well, he is getting close. Never mind. Get baited.
So you're getting excited there for PYW.
I mean, he has boots, Clock doesn't, you know. That's 365 versus 340, you're not catching him. Yeah.
Jiro with the Crab Orchestra trying to take down this Phoenix and diving under the tower for it. Of course, he's going to go for it. Meanwhile, in the river, they're going to be fighting for another. He got the Clockwork kill, secure the Haste Rune, and Sniper Courier with it.
And it was like a full courier as well, right? Because he did have some region delivered to him, but I guess he had some stuff in the courier too.
And oh, they got the Luna as well. Just this guy with the Haste Rune.
You know, when he
kill
took
a Clock, snipes a Courier, runs instantly bottom, takes down that Luna. This is some real pause for gameplay.
Yeah, especially because he stole the Haste Rune from his mid laner. That's some real pause for that I'm used to. Clock is like, I'm coming. No. Clock is gonna steal it. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, make that early level 6 rotation.
Yeah, but Clock is dead. It's packet loss. I didn't see. Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes in the life of T-Panda, you might end up having packet loss in your head. But you know, that is a case I hope nobody has. It happens from time to time.
By the way, Shiro rotated bottom already. No packet loss on his side. Yeah, and Clock again. Dude,
Yeah,
the outsider is...
Nice little 4v1. Got news Courier.
Yeah, that's a 0-3-1 on Clockwork already, you know. This hero doesn't like feeding that much early on. I'm worried for him.
It's gonna be difficult for him to get that experience as well if he's not the guy in the fight that Zeus kind of has to rely on, because this Zeus can, of course, just with Heavenly Jump, position himself to fight. But you would love to have that Clockwork jump in first, give Zeus all the info he needs, all the damage you dealt. Like, as you can see here, they have to play around him. So, or mainly the Zeus has to play around the Clockwork. So if the Clock's making plays, it's Centaur ult in, and then at some point you're going to get hook shot, so then you can just hook shot in, and then have Zeus follow up. But with all these deaths, It also means that he's lacking XP. Of course, he's not in a grave situation with that level 4.5.
Yeah, they're letting him get some XP. Well, they let him get 1 XP of a creep solo, and then Luna came back in. But yeah, he moved mid to refill the bottle, maybe help Zeus out a tiny bit with the puck, but they're struggling with the catch. Like, you can see that they really don't have ways of making plays on the map, and that's a big issue right now. What they can do is buy a blink on Scent, and that's what he has queued up.
Yep.
Maybe it will be helpful, but man, looking at this game, looking at Radiant, and thinking, I said this is a decent draft, but the problem with catch is going to make it not so decent. Like, just having a blink on Centaur isn't enough. You're playing into Timber, Weaver, and Puck. Like, killing these guys is next to impossible, I feel like, in one single stun.
Yeah.
You need some
have,
items.
Like, amazing hook shots if you want to kill this Weaver, because he is nimble and hard. He could just time-lapse a way out as well, so you're gonna need silences, you're gonna need hexes and whatnot. Now the Centaur is dying in the top lane. Tries to pop the Stampede to run away, but no success.
Yeah. You see this Imitator Phoenix, now that you mention Hex, he is going for a Vessel. I really would like Tranquil's Hex. Straight up. Just Tranquil's Hex here. Like, this Hex would enable you, like, maybe minute 30 to minute 25 if the game is okay-ish. Start getting some kills. A Vessel.
Right now, they just feels like they're just getting hunted all over the place. Like, this Weaver is fully active. If you do have that Hex, he's the right hero to build it on. The Zeus needs other items. Centaur's not going to build it. The Clockwork's definitely not going to build it. So this Phoenix would be optimal for the Scythe.
Yeah, I looked at the draft. That's probably the only one. The hero that likes buying it, that has proper initiating tools as well to use it without a dagger, would be good. How far is... Okay, Scent is... Let's see. After all, he is only 100, 150 gold away from...
He would have had
dagger.
it if he didn't die.
No.
It was a
No,
bit of a
if
rough
he
death.
gets it, we'll see how they can play, right?
Also, one reason why I liked the Coddle would have been the Orchid. So you would have had some kind of silence versus these heroes.
Yeah.
You would have had to build yourself into an Orchid Coddle that hunts people around the map. He might just get hunted himself. And they're doing a lot of structural damage at the same time as they're jumping the Clockwork here on the side. PYW will get the finger kill, getting himself a stack.
He's got the 4-staff in like 100 gold. You know? Like, the catch problems become even worse after he finishes it.
Yep, your ultimate Clockwork counter, right? Just force him out of cogs.
Pretty much, yeah. They smoked up because of this dagger on Scent, but Weaver reveals. You can't kill him.
Zeus is also kind of lacking on the mana department here, so it's a quick poke and trade. Neo trying at least. They do see the stacks. They could contest it. Chakram not gonna steal any of the creeps. Okay, just one. If that was timed like a half a second before or a second before, maybe he could have stolen the majority of the creeps with one Chakram.
You know, stop it. Like, this Luna is the only thing looking all right for them right now in the game. Let's not ruin that too. I'm happy they didn't steal those stacks.
Yeah, it could have gone from better to worse. They haven't really been able to push either because bottom lane went how it did. Mid lane, you're not really getting to poke that tower, or at least taking that tower too much. The both of the mid have too much. Either sitting in mid or doing a quick rotation and straight back up. But instead, LGD with this Weaver, we saw when you mentioned Shiro rotated bottom, he went straight to the tower with the catapult, and then they used the second catapult in the top lane when they were able to get a pick off and push. So that also cost them another tier 1 tower. So very efficient with these early game catapults.
Yep. And he's very active as well with his build, you know, like When I look at this build that Shiro has got, I'd be like, nah, I won't like it that much. When you look at it face value, because there's very little when it comes to those farm boosting items, like no Maelstrom, nothing like that, but this allows him to be constantly active, and that's something that I really like. You're not gonna catch up the Luna to Luna in farm, but you can keep an overall advantage on your side, and eventually he's gonna get the shard, and with the shard,
the smoke straight on top of the Luna as well with the 4-staff hex into the stun, but they stack their stuns. Doesn't matter. Still got the burst damage for it.
Your Phoenix is level 5, your clock just got 6. So how do you fight? Like, now that you've got 6 on these two, maybe you can turn something.
Oh, they stole the Wisdom Rune as well.
Maybe they can get PYW.
There's the hook shot. Shiro is here. There's the push from PYW. He's kind of cornered here, though, so this Lion... Oh, the swap save just in time from YU Smile. And they try to destroy the egg. They're successful in doing so. They do have the Centaur causing some issues here, but he ends up being all by himself. And LGD, they just burst him down, making it a 2-for-1 trade-off here.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason they even killed Lion in that situation is because he didn't force himself downhill. He forced himself uphill, right? So they could catch up. I wonder if they would even be able to if he forced himself down the stairs and just ran. Maybe he wanted all of this to happen. I doubt it, but
good
maybe.
I mean, they made a situation out of a situation they probably didn't want to be in, but
yeah,
they were all pretty nearby, forced themselves into a fight. I guess sometimes misfortune is one's fortune.
Dude, I'm a big believer in what you just said, because I've seen so many times playing Dota and playing other games as well, where like I make something out of nothing just because I made a mistake first. You know, like I make a mistake and it baits someone in it, and then there's a situation that I can actually abuse.
Yeah, it's like that instant reaction of you actually feel capable of handling the situation. Like you make a mistake, like oh whoops, but then you turn that whoops into like go go go. And as you look at that, you've got a fight going down in mid. The Zeus is already dropping low. You got the Stampede, but the chase is not quite enough. I don't feel like you can go him up. You got the Zeus ulti and the trade-off with New going for the quick shot, whirling death burst there. Oh, they got the scent. They got the scent as well.
You're not sure what he was doing, but he gets caught. I guess he was counting on the blink dagger to get out, and we were caught on him, so he dies too. And now, yo, imitator, what's happening here? Yo. Okay.
Right.
It was okay, right? Like it went with Venge for Clock, and you're kind of fine if you go along. You made the trade, but now it ended up being really bad.
Well, this game has really been upgraded in terms of LGD increasing the tempo, increasing the pace. Already up 8,000 gold here, and oh my goodness, you do not want to look at the gaming graphs at the moment. That's a 92% win probability, 91% currently, going for LGD, and we're not even in mid game.
Yeah, Gaben is. Don't trust everything Gaben says. Like, we were promised Half-Life 3 long time ago. Don't trust. Don't trust everything. I'm sorry, Gaben. Please hire me. I'm kidding. I trust
so some
everything.
things are better left unsaid, Lizard.
I love you, Gabe. Please come back to TI. Welcome us.
Look at this. Nice little portal play for a support kill.
Shiro
as well, but Imitator is actually tanking a lot here. They're trying to isolate themselves inside the trees. LGD all over the place, but just the Stampede, PYW on the run, the stun on Luna, Shiro going in for some free hits. Finally got the nuke coming out, but that Luna losing her life is not what they signed themselves up for, and there's the Centaur going down as well. Oh dear. That took a turn for the worst for Go Along. They came through a portal ready to fight, get a kill, and then they lost 2 big cores, maybe even a third. Well, Setsu's just being a pain in the ass on the Zeus right now.
I would love to be this Weaver right now. This game feels, I mean, from the get-go really, this game felt so easy for Weaver. And Puck, but I can't play Puck very well, so Weaver is the one I'd rather play. It's just simple, you know, there's nothing to worry about. Even if they hook you and stun you with Scent, you still have enough time with this build that he's gotten. You still have enough time to pop time lapse and either run or wait for your teammates and fight back. That's nice. The way he entered that fight with Lion, he knew like there is no way he dies. Lion baits out everything and then Puck follows up. You get the kills and this should be Roche too. Dazzle.
Yeah, this is going to be a fast Roshan because the bugs are still hitting Roche. The Desolator on top. He's already at -20. This is a very fast Roshan.
Yep.
At least on this level.
Yeah, they didn't tank Roche, so the bugs died, but still, it's still fast. And
You remember what's it called? An animated movie called Bug's Life.
I think I do actually. Yeah,
Like in
I
the
can't
late
remember.
90s.
You know, I definitely remember the name but I can't remember what it was about though. I assume a life of a bug. Am I correct?
No shit, Sherlock. A
Did I
Bug's
get it?
Life. That was the one with ants, right?
Oh
It was,
yeah. I think so.
Yeah, they had the war with the ants versus the grasshoppers, stuff like that. Ants is kinda like Bug's Life in a way. They actually made a video game out of that. I remember it was bad.
I'm googling it. Bugs.
A Bug's Life, yeah.
A Bug's Life. Yeah, I remember it. I don't think I like ever. I never watched it like, you know, watched it. Maybe it was on TV and I glanced a couple of times, but I never paid attention. Was it good?
Well, I mean, I remember watching it
Yeah.
when I was a kid, but that's pretty much it. It's not like your Pokemon hype or Dota 1. I like how things just kind of escalate in the Dota universe from like, yeah, I watched this kid's show, and then you're playing Dota 1, and you're, you know, trying to survive in life and playing one of the hardest video games out there in the world.
What's the hardest video game? Real life?
I think the hardest video game for me is probably still, even though it's a game you can master and learn, probably the Dark Souls series. Because there's so much to learn and repeat and do, and you keep failing, and then you have some success. In the end, when you've played it for a couple of years, you don't think it's that hard. But you have to think about the amount of hours you spent into just learning simple mechanics and understanding how game design works. And then Dota, kind of similar to that, except that you just have these thousands and thousands of different types of interactions that you need to learn over the course of time.
Yeah, it has a very high, very high skill ceiling.
Yeah, skill ceiling is probably what we're looking for here. Then again, one thing would be cool. Like in Dark Souls, you have these try not to get hit challenges. So they complete the game by not taking a single hit. You could play a game of Dota like that.
Oh,
where you
dude, I did play it with so many different challenges. Like when I was actually good, I feel like there's a lot of players that did it too. Like,
Yeah.
but it starts in a kind of different way. Like, what heroes can you win with on position 4, right?
Have
Before-
you won a game in 3D view, by the way? Showcase.
I have actually.
have?
I played 3D view. I played all 5 heroes. I played TI qualifiers with all 5 heroes. Open qualifiers.
TI qualifiers, man.
Yeah. Can't remember which ones. Like it would be 2015, 16, something like that. I had
I-
shared controls on
tried to
5
play-
accounts.
I tried to play a game of
Luna?
like that. Oh, they got the Luna as well. You know, that's the big carry who was supposed to be farming all game long, but no survival for him.
No
Yeah, I
BKB.
remember about the 3D view. I remember streaming it once, maybe like 2-3 years ago, and I got called an account buyer by my team.
No, you know why? Like it wasn't. It's obviously hard, but there were maps in Warcraft 3 that were basically 3D view, and you had to play them in 3D view.
All right.
Like custom games like Dota, but you play them in 3D view. So that's why.
So
I
you're
wanted to
already a
test
hardened veteran.
The games were actually good. I loved them. It was something like, I can't remember what it was called, like archers or snipers or something like that. Basically, this Weaver is basically only.
Yeah, I like to jump from that. He is the sniper of this game.
Yeah. Oh, courier as well. Yeah, sniped. There you go.
Snipes that. Yep. What is he gonna snipe next?
Yeah, the Aegis is gone, but he's almost level 18 with. Is that a full pike? What does he have?
Look at
Oh,
Clockwork,
BKB.
actually. He has that orchid lined up in his
Dude.
inventory. Man.
You know when we were talking about hexes and orchids, I was thinking maybe Clock can go for orchid, but then
Yeah.
this guy has fed so much early on. If he goes for orchid, he's gonna be whatever. They're going top.
Well,
Let's
you
see.
you
Weaver,
gotta
no
make
Aegis.
something happen here. No Aegis. Maybe they can get the kill, but the swap save's gonna be coming in time. Bench is gonna be dropping low, but they got the egg forced out as well. They're trying to disengage. Get the time lapse just in time for Shiro. They've already traded off one hero, but that is 1, 2, 3, 4 ultis basically used in a quick time span. So you got Avenge kill for 4 ults. That's not good.
Not great, but they didn't. Hey, they didn't lose the fight, which is massive, and Egg survived. Like I thought Weaver would be able to get him, but he was forced to time lapse 1 hit away from that egg. And this egg is, by the way, still level 1. So it does make me a little bit more hopeful for their next team fights once the Phoenix gets level 12. It will be
Well,
a bit
there's the
easier
Orchid.
for him.
The Orchid is ready on the Clockwork, and the Hex
Nice.
is still lined up for the Phoenix, so that's going to take a bit of time, but I think we're closing up on the time window you were talking about. I guess that's still going to take another 10-15 minutes for him to get it ready, though, but it's coming.
Yeah, I feel like this Hex needed to be first item. When you look at the game you're playing, Vessel is amazing. Mid lane, the scent might be gone.
He's causing a headache for this guy. It's another finger stack for PYW. That's 4 now.
Like Vessel is amazing here, by the way, because of the timber, but it's not a game-winning item. I really think Hex would have been. Orchid is decent, but you can only, I guess, catch Weaver with it. There's a BKB already. Sorry, Puck with it. There's a BKB already on Shiro.
Meanwhile, LGD, they're stacking the numbers towards the bottom lane area. They are still farming the majority of the camps with Shiro. Jesus Weaver is able to get there fast if Lion runs into trouble. 4 staff, Blink, Lion, 27 minutes. Yeah, we already were amazed by the 4 staff timing he had in the post-laning stage. It's like a crazy good pace for a Lion to have an item that early on. And of course you have the Blink Hex now. But here we go. 5-man smoke from Go Along, and they have Neo right in front of them, so they can capitalize on this kill. Nice coil coming out there from the Puck. They've already killed off 1. Finally finishing off the Venge here, who is saving the Timber Saw. That egg is going to explode. But they get the Hex first, PYW! He gets the Phoenix Hex before the Icarus dive is able to go off.
Yeah, you can. Usually you cannot dive away from Lion. Even diving in is a problem. Usually he's just gonna catch you before you pop that egg. Honestly, from Go Along, a little bit disappointed because they waited for these items and they smoked in the right moment with the Orchid, but they went on the Timber. Like, you are not killing this guy. Let's be real. There's a Vengeful as well somewhere missing on the map. Going for Timber is basically signing you're that in the team fight. You will not be killing him, he will be killing you. Unfortunate. And now they also revealed the Orchid, so the puck is straight gonna go for BKB.
Yep. That BKB is not going to take too long to get ready.
Yep.
So pipe lined up for the Vengeful Spirit. And an Aghanims is 700 gold short for Neo. So this Timber getting that reactive armor explosion. Always feel like you want to call the second chakram, but
yeah,
been that for a while. But it always is like, oh, Timber, he's getting an axe, he's gonna get a second chakram. It's like, nope.
Oh, he's gonna get second Aegis for his team. For Shiro. This is a cheese one as well, so you can give that to, I don't know who picks it. Is it Timber? Is it Puck? Probably Lion actually gets it. Okay. Never mind. Given to Timber, yeah.
Mana battery.
Yep.
Feels
Lion
weird.
is just too good.
Yeah, no, it feels so weird when he casts Mana Drain on his opponent. Or actually, when he cast it on Roche, he was actually losing mana. It's not a Mana Drain. Or maybe I have too much back and lost that he actually was casting it on an ally who was literally under Roshan, but he was losing mana.
Yeah, I think it was on an ally under. You got me confused for a second. I'm like, wait, what don't I understand?
Stun, but the turnaround with the coil as well used on the Phoenix. He's already gone. And a hook shot on 2, which is actually pretty good here, but they don't just have any damage to follow it up on, because Luna's already BKB'd in the fountain, of all things. That's not the place to be magic immune.
Yeah, Setsu TP'd back, so they did kinda sort of, I guess, defend the high ground. Let's see if Shiro and New remain. There's an Aghanims, like you said. Yeah, there's a cheese.
They are so hard to kill right now. They can easily siege this tower at least.
Yeah, there's no BKBs, you know, that's the problem. Luna already used hers. Centaur as well.
Yep. There's that reactive armor. Bomb, basically, we just talked about for Neo. So if you have that Agonism on the Timber Saw, you can happily just frontline siege. Well, go along. They're going to be stuck inside their base. Basically just signing their own end. This game 1, I don't think the LGD is going to let go. They're looking hella strong coming out in this game 1.
You can maybe, let's see if they don't have a smoke. I was thinking maybe you can wait for these BKBs and then smoke up, go around them, kill Venge off first, but it's a rough one. Very difficult to even accomplish. They can spam them a bit
as well. This melee Rex is about to drop. They're just playing so safe. They have the Zeus in the front. And it's going to get hexed up by PYW. Stun coming in, and look at that! It does not take long to explode him on the spot. Nina's coming in the right back, and there goes Luna. There goes your Centaur. There goes your game. Go along. Time to go along. GG.
GG, yeah. That was pretty clean from LGD once again. Versus Go Along. Without a Meepo this time around. They just struggled.
Yeah, they struggled even despite the misfortune of LGD in the early minutes. The POC also not really dominant.